So this deck is actually really interesting and fun to play. I originally took the list from Arn and modified it after playing it around with it a bit and ended up on this specific list. And it's a really cool deck because it plays around a card that is actually really awesome, the Proft's Memory. And it enters the battlefield for 2 mana, draws a card, you have no max hand size, which usually isn't too relevant. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've drawn more than one card this turn, you put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of cards you've drawn -1. So only counting the extra cards you've drawn, not counting the draw during your draw step, the natural draw. That means that specifically with Steamcore Scholar, this draws 2 cards, then you discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery, but it's also a Flying Vigilance 2/2, means that if you curve this out, you can have a 4/4 Flying Vigilance, or you can put the two counters on the bat, for example, or whatever other flyer you have if you just want to push for damage. So there's a lot of flexibility there, and the fact that this card replaces itself means that the potential loss of playing like a synergy card is no longer there, apart from the fact that it costs 2 mana. You still replace the card and allows you to keep pushing in terms of resources. So that's really, really interesting. And I like the other cards that are in this deck. So you have good 1 mana flying creatures. I tried the Skulk. Let me show it off real quick. It was interesting. I still probably want to test it a little bit, but the problem is the Skulk is not a very good attacking creature. So while this card does allow you to synergize with the Proft's Memory by removing a counter on your upkeep and drawing an extra card, and then proccing the memory, giving the counter back to this creature, creating a loop. If this gets interacted with, obviously it's not as good as something like Dream Thief, which is the card in question that is competing for that slot. Whereas Dream Thief allows you to enter the battlefield, surveil 1, which is really useful early game to find your lands, and you can also discard it off of Scholar, or if it dies after putting a bunch of +1/+1 counters on it, it's not as big of a deal, because you get the 3 mana exile from the graveyard, draw a card, lose 1 life. So really interesting. There's a lot of cards. There are definitely a lot of cards you can play in this deck instead of others. It's really just personal preference. I don't necessarily think one is better than the other. Originally, there were 4 Shredders, for example, and I think Shredder probably should be a 4 of. I was testing 2. I'm not super happy about it, but it's hard to find the slot for it because I value the bat so much. There was no bat in the deck originally. And after playing around against combo decks and stuff like that, I was like, it feels so bad to not have that interaction, to not have that little bit of tempo where you take away part of your opponent's game plan to buy yourself a little bit more time. I just don't feel like it's warranted to, run a deck that can play the bat and plays it quite effectively, because you can put +1/+1 counters on it and then it creates a flying lifelink creature, right? So there's upside as well. It's not just the fact that this is a really good card in black, it's also the fact that it's a flyer, has synergy with this, and also has synergy with the Gix and the Gix in the sideboard as well. Oh yeah, I was like, where's the Gix in the sideboard? Okay, so there's that. There's natural draw synergy with Shield Red, where you play this, you gain a bunch of life if you play the Scholar, if you play the Memory. There's a lot of synergy in this deck. It's really awesome, and specifically Shredder is really strong in some scenarios. There's some trickiness to it as well with the Spell Pierces. I think it's really good. The one benefit to this deck that I really appreciate is the fact that Scholar gives you more flexibility to play risky tools in your main deck, like Duress and Spell Pierce, because you have the card that can loot and benefits off of discarding instants and sorceries, right? So if Spell Pierce is no longer relevant, you can just discard it off the Scholar. Same thing for Duress. That makes this deck a little bit more aggressive. You can build it more aggressively, which I like in general. So there's that. The mana base, there's 22 lands. I think it's probably correct. Kind of difficult to fit in too many utility lands like Mirex, because you need all the mana colors usually in the early game, and that can be kind of tough if you have a colorless land at some point. So I removed the 1 copy that there was. I went down to 22 from 23 as well because I was flooding a lot. If you flood with this deck, you're just out the game immediately. Like, you cannot flood. You have to make sure you keep up the pressure. And that's sometimes a problem. Anyways, sideboard's a little bit messy. I'm testing out 3 Hearths. I think it's probably wrong, but there are a lot of graveyard decks, so it might be warranted. I'm testing it out, not sure. 3 Deluge, which is quite good in this deck. It's also not like, I don't know if it's probably better than Path, right? Because theoretically you can buff up your creatures and dodge the Deluge proc of -3, -1 mostly. So theoretically good against Boros. It's probably better than Path, honestly. So definitely worth playing 3. The extra Shield Red for Rafid matchups, or like the Mirror as well. Like, this card is just really good. Extra Duresses, which I think obviously were really good with the Steam Core. And Tidebinder is really good because it allows you to counter like what's that 1/3 that can sack and bring all the lands back from the graveyard. That's such a huge tempo swing. It's definitely worth playing just for that alone. It can also disable, Cauldron combo decks. This is pretty much everything. And then negate, obviously, cut down. Okay, so pretty straightforward stuff. Anyways, check the gameplay out. Check out my second channel as well if you want to watch me play some strategic roguelikes and stuff like that. Link in the description. This deck is fun to play, and if you have the card for it, definitely recommend checking it out. Probably the only high tempo swing. Otherwise, you would probably not board in Tidebinder. Okay. I like the bat though. I think the bat is good. I think it's difficult to argue against the bat. I really want to try the... I want to try the battle too. I feel like the battle's so good. See, I like, consider if you hold it, it's so good. But maybe I have to use it here. I'm gonna try holding it just to science this. Yeah, the bat is just so good. It's really hard to justify not playing it, I think. And this is, again, where the downside of playing so much interaction comes in, where, if they do answer my creatures, I'm just kind of stuck. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, like, this is terrible. I can well, it's not terrible. The Scholar's so good in this specific situation, right? That's why you can at least afford to go in this direction of, like, having maybe too many spells that are tailored towards a specific thing, like removing or countering. You just always discard them. Oh, wow. Okay, no, that's fine, right? Vigilance, probably correct. Okay, we do have a problem here, though, in general. Okay, wait, we have a big problem, is that I don't have a land. Maybe I shouldn't have played Scholar, I should have played... No, it's more mana efficient. Okay. I think I'm supposed to keep the cut down here for the Wandering Emperor tokens. Essentially. It might be correct to attack into Shark here. Just replay it. Then they counter it. Oh, they don't counter it. No. I don't know. I guess it is worth it, because if there's counter on 4, I think that's good for me. And I think I need every point of damage I could possibly get. And I also have the Consider as well. Maybe I should have played Ledger Shredder. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Okay, so they're letting it resolve. I'm gonna just take it, right? Actually, I could take Deluge. That sets them back quite a bit. Then they just play Wandering Emperor. That's fine, right? Like, I have plays. It's not that bad. I think I have to keep that. Yeah, so they're gonna have good board presence for a little bit, but I have a vigilance creature.
Remember your training.
It's still a little bit tricky. Okay, that helps. I might be willing to give them back the deluge here. Getting rid of, I think it's worth it. They really want to use the Wandering Emperor on that, I think that's fine.
See you later.
Now if they have a sweeper, we're kind of out of it, but that is, it just is what it is, right? I think this matchup is pretty hard. No, I mean, if they have a sweeper, I just lose, yeah. Because they're not out of gas once they play a sweeper, because I have nothing, and they have draw 4 total over the course of the game. That doesn't even proc shield red, so it's not even like I'm getting closer to winning.
Show them how we greet our enemies. Strike fast and
I'm a little bit
hard.
confused about that one, though. Why not just remove the bat? I guess they have another way of removing the bat. Or they do have the sweeper. In that case, I'm probably just dead. Probably should have played this first, actually, in case they have a removal spell, but... So they use this as 2 damage gain life, I guess?
For this.
Okay, they didn't have a sweeper last turn. Maybe they might have it in hand now. Could maybe pass here. I think playing into sweeper is bad, right? I'm not doing that good though, either way. Maybe I start with this and see what happens. I think I'll play that. Just rock this. Alright, that's not good. Well, at least, I mean, in a way it's good, right? Because I got that out of the way. I'm just so far from winning. They're gonna find it eventually. This is where having a second spell pierce might have helped a little bit. Actually, quite a lot. I should probably play 2 spell pierce then. I think the protection spell is misguided. It's probably is supposed to be second spell pierce. Even from a tempo perspective, it's more important. If only for this matchup. I can't just let blue-white just do whatever the hell they want without repercussion. Otherwise it just ends up in this kind of board state where I just waiting for freaking sweeper to happen, then I just die.
You can be made to obey.
Bell okay, they probably do have counterspell here, but I mean, now I have to play this no matter what. I think it's just too slow to ever think about channeling this. Okay, I have to go all in here then. Yeah, they're just trying to buy themselves time, and it's working because I just don't have the pressure. Pretty bad sequencing. They could die here if they don't find it. They should have done that while I was resolving Shield Red, or before I resolved Shield Red. 2 life is a lot. No pressure. Well, not enough pressure to just go face. Like they gain how much life with they gain 5, they gain 4. I have to be mindful of the sunfall. But I guess in that case I just do this probably. If they sunfall, kind of, I don't know how I ever stabilize from there. I have to assume it's not sunfall, so it could be like lockdown. In that case, this would be correct. Okay. It's got to be Wandering Emperor. There's no other possibility, right?
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
That's interesting.
My judgment is
I don't know. I don't know if that's actually too relevant here. Maybe. Because I feel like it should be damage mitigation priority instead of this. Because you can't cast that and hit a sweeper. Could cast that and hit a removal spell, but then I guess they found it. No? Okay. Well, okay. So we actually won this, which is kind of crazy. So they hit 0 lockdown, 0 sunfall. That's pretty unlucky for them. Very unlucky for them. They were supposed to memory there. Where? They... Oh, that you mean they weren't supposed to memory? Dimir is good. Dimir is okay. I don't know if I would say it's... Well, I guess no, every deck is good right now in Standard, so... I don't know. I would never consider cutting this, right? Maybe I would. Maybe I would, actually. There's not that much card draw here. Post board. I wouldn't want to draw multiple against blue white either. It's like 2 mana draw 1 is just such low impact. And now that I'm thinking about it, there's actually not that much synergy with the Edict in this deck. Yeah, memory, I mean. Probably because I cut a lot of stuff, right? Okay, this is a good hand. Oh. Well. I have 0 removal, so that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good time. Didn't expect that. Probably should have. I'd probably just lose here. Not exactly sure how I'm ever escaping this. Probably starts with memory, probably. I have to pass. I have to counter this, otherwise it gets out of control. That's a good draw though. Very important draw. I mean, they have very low pressure, so it's definitely not over by any stretch. This is good for me. So what they should have done is slammed last turn if they were going to do that. Okay, so now I can actually scale up a single creature even without enter the battlefield effects, and that means the throw is no longer relevant as a blocker either, since I held on to consider. And now they lost tempo, because what they could have done as well is Tidebinder. Oh no, wait, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, that cancels your own stuff as well. Okay. The fact that I have 0 interaction is pretty annoying. I mean, they could counter. No, they can't. Yeah, this is useless, basically. But so are my 2 bats in my hand. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's not an enter the battlefield effect for once. I'm actually happy to have it. Okay, why would you ever play 2 there? Because you're going to sweep eventually, right? Yeah, the fact that they didn't slam the Jace on 3 was really good for me. Really clutch. That does not work. That does not work. Do I just keep any creature here? In case they sweep. Probably. I just discard this then. Don't really need the stats, right? Because if everything's leaving, then it doesn't really matter. Probably don't need a second Proft. Well, it's not about me needing the second Proft, is that one draw is better than one land, right? Like, this is the most important factor to consider here is this draws a card, right? The rest doesn't really matter. And in this matchup, it's just all card advantage, basically. I don't know if it's correct to cast this, but I will. Try to keep up the pressure. Okay. Still very low tempo for me. Maybe, I mean, I was considering playing the bet, but I think it's wrong. Because once they sweep, it's actually going to work. And they have to sweep, right? Yeah, that means they have Wandering Emperor. Or not. Just attack, then sweep. No? Okay, Wandering Emperor is guaranteed almost. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to shore up potentially. No. Okay, so that means they actually have Deluge, which is bad for me. Very bad. Yeah, they're not under enough pressure. Okay, they don't have Deluge. Okay, that's good. They had it there. I'm just slowly losing ground. Because I don't have anything. I think I will play Tidebinder here. Probably correct. See what's going on first. So this is a good draw. Yeah, it's over, I think. I keep the Siren, right? Any creature is worth a lot here. Maybe that's wrong, actually. Yeah, maybe. No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It was like, maybe I put on the bad because it flies through their Tidebinder, but it no. First of all, it doesn't really matter because I have a flying blocker. And second of all, I would lose 2 damage on that turn. I just forgot this entered the battlefield on that turn. Okay. Good. Still needs a little bit of modification for the main deck. The spell pierce, I think. Sure, it's interesting though. Okay, I do think bad is correct. From what I'm seeing from the opening hand alone, I'm pretty convinced that's the case. I'm on the draw, right? So if I find... Interesting. I think I'd rather have creatures though. That's an interesting one. Ah. Okay, mirror match is bad, right? Because I'm on the draw. Is that even a play? Wow, they actually hit the Dream Thief off the Dream Thief. That's really annoying. I want to try that. I don't think it's that good. Nope. Not the same deck, right? Oh, it's the reanimate. Okay, it's okay. Okay. No, triple bat is effective against this strategy, I think. Yeah, I can't. That resolves I lose the game. Okay, so we're not doing that. Yeah, it's roots. Wait, there's a root Kami deck? Yeah, because Cauldron already does that, kind of. Okay. What am I kind of forgot how this deck functions. Am I supposed to... I'm not supposed to take this, right? I would always take the Kami. I was thinking of memory here, but... I mean, it could be Dream Thief. The thing is... This is a blocker. But it's not a very good blocker. But then it can draw. Is them hard casting this actually a problem? I don't think so. But then if they get Cauldron, I mean, I can interact with that eventually. I think it's gotta be, it's probably correct. It's more mana efficient for them. And then they can just block and then draw. I don't know if them having the Kami in hand is actually that bad for me. Unless they find a Cauldron. Okay. That's just really unlucky, whatever. That's actually unlucky.
For the sake of finance, I will keep watch
I don't know how they hit that twice.
upon your idea.
Okay, they did find... It's actually tough. I definitely feel like doing this again here. Probably correct. I should have done after attacking, but whatever. I have to take this. They can cast it. Is them casting Kami okay? Yes, I think so. Them protecting that does not matter. Unless they want to self-mill for 3. If I manage to get this down, I'm probably in a good spot. Okay, imagine this matchup and I have no bat. I might just lose the game. I guess maybe not. They have low interaction. This would have been like a Shredder. This could have been some other combo like creature. Well, they lose a land, so yeah, I'm fine with that. They only get 1. Oh no, they can add mana. No, tokens. Okay. So I have to destroy that. I guess I'm just doing memory and hopefully I find this. Okay, good. What's the least bad? Probably this. Bat army. Does this not prove that you have to play bat in a black deck? I feel like you have to. Like it's especially good against decks with low interaction. And there are a few of those. Okay, that is getting into danger territory. That is getting into danger territory. It is. But I'm also drawing 4 cards. They're gonna have a lot of roots here. Good. Nope. Nope. Okay. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't not matter. It does not matter if I interact with that, right? It does not break it. They both have counters anyways. This is probably this then. This is gonna be hard. Still not there. I need Shield Rod. Shield Rod just wins, right? So they're gonna grab Cursed Fairy. Oh, they could copy this ability, right? Oof. +1 life. That works, right? Oh no, then all... I can't do that. I have a bad feeling about this. I think I'm actually gonna lose, but we'll see. Because now they can untap. Freaking! They actually drew double roots. That's kind of unlucky. From oh wait no, wait how did they get the roots from the? Oh no, they did draw double roots. Wait, yeah they did. I took one. Okay, so they actually did get lucky to find double roots there. And Cauldron. Yeah, they had to find the sequence to stabilize. That's pretty problematic. Am I dead? No. I did not do the math there. What? I don't have lethal there. Even with the draw, because I die. Well, it would have been a pretty high chance that this procs into damage, I guess, but... Yeah, okay, they conceded for no reason. Could have easily lost there. Okay, the hearse is not as good as I want it to be here. Like, it's fine, but if they have roots, it's just not effective. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit here. I mean, I'm still wondering, is hearse actually... Oh wait, I can counter this. Very important. Whoops. I hate that they have a flyer. If they just didn't have a flyer, I would probably play Gix. I think Coat is good, obviously, because it doesn't get blocked, but... I don't know if it's actually impactful enough to play. Also, just interaction in general is just kind of... It's good against Slogurk if they slam it. Let me try this. I don't know if cut down's that good. Probably not. It's good at clearing out the flyer, I guess. And if they make the flyer grow, it is definitely effective at that, but... Oof. That's actually kind of annoying. I've considered Ledger Shredder, Proft. Can't draw the bat though. I think that's a huge problem. I think a disruptive early game is probably more impactful. I don't think I can keep this. If I had one more blue spell, maybe, but 22 lands, it's not. I don't think it's a keep. It's not much better, but at least there's Surveil turn 1. Double Steam Core, is that correct? I need 3 mana for sure at some point. I actually think it's probably put one at the bottom. The question is, am I going to draw another land? Because if the answer is no... I don't know. Probably going to draw it. Yeah, Siren on 1 is strong, but no turn 2 is pretty weak compared to Bat, right? Whoa. Sacrifice 2 tokens, Surveil, then draw 2, then gain 2. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So they do that with Cauldron. Very low disruption in hand here. Probably not gonna end too well for me. Okay, it's definitely not gonna end too well for me. I can interact with that though. I need stats, so... yeah, probably have to do this. Oh, I didn't even consider they could take from my graveyard, but... The stats matter a lot. I need to go fast. I don't love keeping this, but I just don't think I have the time to... Ah. Oh wait. I thought they target... I'm so dumb. Whatever. Okay, well, I got baited. Okay, I played that terribly. I thought they were targeting that already. I thought you had to target and then it exiles as well at the same time, but I don't know why I thought that. That was just stupid. And the duress not hitting is really bad. Okay, that's really bad. So, it's trouble for sure. Trouble. At least I can take their flyer. So that won't be a huge problem here. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know if that's very good. It's a good draw. I can bounce the Cauldron. They could never combo. Okay, it is pretty good, I think. Slogurk. I think Slogurk is okay. I think Analyst is pretty annoying because they could find the mana thing as well. Yeah. Still bad spot though for me. I'm already out of cards. Okay, the duress screwed me over pretty hard. Damn. They are very lucky with the surveils. It's either this or like... Okay, whatever. I think I'm just dead, right? Probably have to keep this on defense. Again, too many lands. Seems to be a recurring problem. Okay, they left that on top. I need to find Proft and somehow lifelink this. I mean, I have no removal either. Oh no, I do. I have 3 go for the throats. If I can kill that, that would... That's pretty good. Wrong removal spell. Okay. Yeah. It's actually hard. Sluggerk is really annoying. Maybe I do need to play Hearse. I don't know if they have... I don't know. Maybe it is correct. I guess duress is bad, right? I mean, it doesn't look bad. They have a lot of stuff I need to hit. Even interaction, I just breaking there was pretty rough. I mean, I could see hers being good, but I could also see it being terrible, right? It's gonna be good against the land stuff, I guess. Alright, code is probably not something I need. Maybe shield is just not it. It does gain me life though, which means I can stall against strong creatures. Definitely something. It's not like they don't draw. Remember on the play out. Okay, so since I'm on the play, I have to play aggressively. Maybe dress is not that good. I mean, I already have bat. Maybe I just don't play dress at all. Just play Gix. More curve. Alright, bun fun, see ya. I feel like not playing dress at all has to be wrong, but if I brick, it's over. That's good. That's what I was hoping for, to at least hit one bat, which should be enough. And I got the Gix as well, so this could have been duress. We'll see which one's better here. I would hope this is better, but I mean, otherwise I'm not justified in my decision. So, okay, no interaction. Is it Roots or Cauldron? I feel like Cauldron could just win the game immediately, whereas Roots does not. But could also... both could just screw me over so hard. That's a problem. It's probably Roots. I don't know. It might not... No, maybe it's not Roots. But they have no creatures in the graveyard, so... Could be Miasma, but... Yeah, it could be Miasma. Yeah, it could be Miasma, actually. Maybe that's correct. They don't have blue, so... It's gonna take them a minute to set up. I mean, the Roots might screw me. They are taking 1 damage, though, for this. I don't know. Close call, I think. Okay, that's pretty good. Like, do I have the speed to keep up with Roots? But they don't even have any synergy with Roots right now. Of course they find the blue. Most of their blue should be untapped. Okay, just unfortunate. Oh, this is only creature. Oh my god, and they hit a creature. It's just like it's so disgusting. So lucky. Pylon. So disappointing, man. But I should have taken the Roots. I mean, it's really bad if they specifically, chain the blue untapped, which is very unlikely. Then they also have to hit a creature and a spell to get max value off of this, and then they get value off of that, and then they get value off of that. It's just, I don't know. It's not over, but I need to find interaction right now. I don't have anything, and I don't have land. I need interaction for the lands because they add mana. Maybe, I mean, it's possible I just win through the air. Okay, they found another. Okay, they do have untapped blue. Okay. Maybe it's not that unlikely, I don't know. AZ. Okay, and then they can screw me over. Okay, there's the land. Okay. That's gotta be better. Draw first. Okay. I think I just put it on here. Otherwise, they just get blocked anyways. Ain't down bad. I have to take the cauldron or not because they can bounce anyways. I don't know. I need removal. I can't believe I haven't found removal yet. Slog. How bad is cauldron here? I mean, it's got turtle is worse, right? They can play this and slog. Alright, turtle's worse. It's gotta be. I don't know how I'm getting out of this mess, but it's possible. They didn't hit like super good stuff in the graveyard. At least that's tapped. Okay, please. One. Oh my god. They always get it, man. Okay. Do I just play Ledger Shredder and then Scholar? But then I can't get interaction. Oh, I think I have to play this. I need interaction desperately. Maybe I don't need interaction, actually. I just need to make a big enough flyer. I mean, that would give me another 4 damage. But it's grounded, so it's not... Oh, it's not interesting. I need removal! Okay, thank you. Needed stats there. I think I actually need the lifelink here. Probably, I have to be careful. But I don't want to leave these at too low anyways. I think it's... I mean, I'm probably screwed either way, right? Because if they get the turtle back, I lose the game, I think. Probably do this then. Turtle, bounce. I don't know. I have not gone through any spoilers. People don't really care about me reviewing spoilers anyways, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. We'll see. Apparently the set is kind of whack. Not sure if that's true. Oh yeah, they can double lock that. Don't care. Slogger's gone at least. I think that's really relevant that Slogger's gone here. They get like one shitty land back. I have interaction for this finally, so we should be fine. They need to stop printing legendary creatures. I feel like I've been told that it's kind of like a super power creep commander style set. I don't know. Like too much power and too many legendary things. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I've just been told that there's a lot of legendary stuff and that the power creep is kind of crazy. So yeah, that's usually not what I like. So I don't know if I'm going to be that happy about that. Unless they're well designed, but usually power creep does not line up that much with well designed, right? Because I mean, depends if it's blatant. If it's power creep in like a really interesting and nuanced way, I feel like those things don't really go together. Usually it's like obviously like straightforward power creep. Who knows? I haven't seen anything, so hard to say. I should have played Ledger Shredder. I mean, it's already lethal, but... If they get this back, I lose the game anyways. Okay. Alright. I should have played Ledger Shredder. That was a mistake. I admit it. Okay. Didn't play that very well. I did not play that very well. I don't know. It was... Okay, so going back to one decision, right? Was it correct for me to take the miasma? With hindsight, I would say yes. No, it was correct, right? I don't know. I don't know. It depends on my tempo, right? Because obviously, if I don't take the miasma, then they can just miasma and get back their roots. It does slow them down, but eventually, this actually removes their spell from the whole game until they can interact with it. Whereas if I take this, they have the interaction ready for the bat. It would also take care of my Siren. And the only reason this game went in a direction that was tough was that they found the blue, and then they also found a removal spell off of this and a creature that was actually good. So they found like the perfect synergy. So I think in hindsight, I was correct. It's just that the game got a little bit scary because they actually found exactly the combination of cards that would put me in a bad spot with the roots. But I still managed to get there, so... I don't know. Deck feels pretty good, but I haven't really faced the super meta stuff.